G'day all, Brother Blonde, and I want to show you my new toy. I'm getting a bit tired of my Mr. T2, the old Sony T2, because it only records in a 640 by 480. And I saw this thing on the web the other day. It's a Ventura, I think. What's it called? Doesn't even say. I did on the website. A Ventura high def. Anyway, it records in 1920 by 1080p, full high def. And that's, if it works, that's going to be my new vlogging camera. So I'm going to get it out of the box, have a look at it and show you all, and then charge the battery and post some videos. Woohoo! Alright, box is open. USB cable, destruction manual, bit of cardboard, more cables and stuff. Charging unit, oh yeah, Australian thingy, fantastic, battery, and here she is. Oh, it's tiny, and that's it, and that does that. So it's got all buttons and screens and lens things and stuff. It's going to sit in my helmet vertically. And I actually did a test with my old mobile phone, which is very similar size. So I put it in my helmet to see that it was that I could still see over it. And because my eyes end up either side of it, it's actually probably better for riding than having the other camera that way, because the lens is right at the top, and also it angles a bit. So if I can't, at the moment my Mr. T2 camera points down too much, so I've had to put a wedge in to angle it up. But if this angles like that, then I can just tilt that and have exactly how I want. So I'll read the book, charge her up, and then I'll put a video on the same video of this camera. Hooroo! Okay guys, this is the test with the camera in the helmet now, after doing a little bit of mucking around at home with different resolutions and angles of dangles inside the camera. I've got a little bit of foam just holding it, so hopefully it's at about the right angle. It's very hard for me to tell here because I can't quite make out the screen. It's just a little bit too close and out of focus. Anyway, the two main resolutions of the camera that I'm interested in are the 1080p, which is full high def, and the 720p. One thing I noticed between the two is that when it's on 1080p, you lose a little bit of the wide angle function, ability, whatever. On the 720p you get the full wide angle. So at the moment we're on 720p. For those of you who understand, that's great. For those of you who don't, there's plenty of stuff out there on YouTube that explains it, and I'm not going to go into that here. But what I want to do while we're on 720p is just test the audio. We're getting up to 80 kilometers an hour now, which is 50 miles an hour, and I couldn't find any visible signs of a microphone in order to be able to tape anything up. There is a little speaker. I tried covering that up, but it made no difference to the volume. So I really hope that for my $120 that the audio is okay. So I'm just going to pull up over here, swap it over to 1020p, and just ride this road back. We're on 1080p, which allegedly is higher res, but as I mentioned before, I could have stayed on that road and beaten that car. Oh, never mind. As I mentioned before, you lose the wide angleness.
So I'll just write a little bit here, switch it off, and then do a comparison by comparing the two. But I guess my main concern is the audio. It doesn't worry me whether I'm on 720p or 1080p, but the audio is the main thing that I want correct. And if it's not correct, then I'll be really not happy. So what I might do, that one coming, is just pull over and just have a quick look at how that has turned out so far.